Right, guys, we've got two games today. We've got Liverpool and Stoke. Let's see if we can get back some points and continue our really good start to the season. Hey everyone, and welcome back to episode 26. I believe it's 26. I think it is. Of Life at Leeds. If you joined us last time, we had a game. We had against Ipswich. We wanted revenge. We got revenge. We beat them 3-1. Today we've got a game against Liverpool, and then we've got the Stoke game afterwards away at the Britannia Stadium. But let's go ahead and have a look and see what happened against Norwich. So we went to the game at Carrow Road and went 1-0 down within 20 seconds. Thanks to Carrillo. Fortunately, Jordan Larson managed to get across. We robbed the defender and get the cross in right in front of the keeper, right in the danger zone, the corridor of uncertainty, if you will. And Dembele was at hand to make it 1-1. We had a lot of chances after that, and we just couldn't get that winning goal. I think we hit the post yet again. But all in all, it kept us unbeaten run going. But going into today's game, we haven't had any news really of note. Brinkut's got an injury to his wrist, so he's got some protective equipment on. But Liverpool, they've got Pep Guardiola as manager. Obviously a very, very, very good manager. There's been a couple of experiments kicking about, particularly I think on FM Scout, where he's not done that well, to the point where I think if you go on to the one that's done by Bood FM, he did Pep Guardiola and the Bantam Menace. Put him at Bradford City, and I believe I think they finished 12th twice in 2 years. I can't remember if he got sacked or not, but he's still a very good manager, isn't he? Really, the captain is Jordan Henderson. Looks very good on this game. Don't get me wrong; he looks exceptional on this game. Not quite sure he's the same in real life. I don't know what it is for Liverpool. Yeah, he's very good for them, but when he plays for England, I can't warm to him. I don't know what it is. It's just I don't know if it's the overration, if that's even a word, factor. Vice captain is James Milneymar. Obviously, I know a lot about this guy because he started off at Leeds. I would imagine half of you guys that are watching this series are, if you're indeed Leeds fans. Had a bit of a journeyman type career. Started off at Leeds, found his way at Newcastle for $3.5 million, just call it. Had a successful-ish loan spell at Villa, and a couple of years ended up going back to Villa for £12 million. Then found himself like a ridiculously overpriced English player, going to Man City, $28.5 million. Eventually, using all his 5 years up and going to Coventry. Where did I get Coventry from? Liverpool on a free, and since then he's been solid. Without being spectacular. Last season he was very much very poor, but this season he's started off well. But then you look at him and he's just getting a bit slow now, isn't he? Really. But anyway, that's James Milneymar. Key player is Lorenzo Insigne. I'm going to say that's how you say it. It's been about for a bit. Very good player, of course. You can see it there. I mean, it's a 5-star player according to our scouts. Don't think we're going to be getting any players like that anytime soon. We'll have to wait and see. Bloody hell, I didn't realise how short he was. I knew he was short. 5'4", tiny. Let's get chuffing Big Ken on his case. He's 6'4". Oh no, 6'1", isn't he? It's Nguene that needs to be mauling him. So they're looking very good. Obviously, disappointing 6th place finish last 2 years. In fact, they'll be looking to go ahead of us in the table today, because if you look, we're currently in 2nd place. Man City slipped up. They lost the last game. If we can beat Liverpool, and it's a big if, don't get me wrong, then we're going to be looking at perhaps 1 point off top. No games in hand on anyone, and having a bit of breathing space against Arsenal, because our goal difference is far better than anyone else at the minute. Scored 21 goals and conceded 7, I think it is. Or is it 20 and 6? One of them. But it's a very good start for us. Let's have a look at the team for today's game. So the team is as follows. We've got Bentley in goal. We've got Manquillo at right back, Angelino at left back with Nguene and Big Ken continuing in the middle of defence. We've got Brigcup with his wrist brace on alongside Arta. And then you've got Lucas Pizon on the left, Pereira on the right, with Clough and Dembele again up top for this game. So let's get into this first game at Ellen Road. Liverpool, let's smash them. Let's beat our lasses team's ass, as well as the brothers. And then, yeah, let's see where it takes us after that. Hopefully we can continue this great form. Today's Premier League clash is brought to you live from Ellen Road. It's Leeds FC against Liverpool FC. So basically we are the massive underdogs here, and even though we are at home, I'm just going to say go out there and enjoy yourselves, because at the end of the day, we're not expecting anything. So even though we've been on great form, let's see what they say. They're a little bit relaxed, that's great. It's going to give us some faith as well, hopefully just to give it a little bit of motivation and belief, and let's see if we can get into this game and come away with it. I want him at least a point, really. If we can get a point, I'll be happy. I'll be more than happy. But yeah, it's going to be a very tough game. Right. So, Pereira has got the ball. Is it going to be an early highlight? Because we've had a few recently. Nope. Right, Manquillo has a throw. Throws it down the line to Dembele. He plays it in field to Arta. He struck it well, but it's hit Lemos, the guy who actually played against us in the pre-season friendlies and conceded, as we nearly scored then, conceded 7 goals. Las Palmas, I think it was. Pereira with the corner. It's headed away by Oguzan, I want to say it is. Migna Legend in goal. Surely it's going to be guaranteed a goal, really. I'm probably going to live to regret saying that, but I think so. Right, another corner. Pereira just whip it in. He does it towards Nguene, but Migna Legend catches it. Long kick downfield. Brought down superbly by Angelino in that centre back position there for some reason. Big Ken finds Brigcup. Squares it to Arta. Delightful ball for Pereira. Is it a crossing position here on the byline? Crosses in, it's headed over by Lucas Pizon. So it's half time, it's 0-0, and all I'm going to say is that we've been unlucky, because we are the ones that had the chances. Not that there's been many, but we've had the chances. So I'm just going to say we've been unlucky and see what sort of reaction we get from that. And, quite a few people have agreed with us, and there's a bit of greenery there, but let's try and get it a little bit more. That seems to have worked quite a lot, and that as well a little bit, I suppose. But yeah, hopefully. Oh, nervous. Pizon not having a good game, to be fair. We'll have to leave him. We're going to leave it about 10-15 minutes and see if his performance improves. But yeah, here's Liverpool to start the second half, going from left to right. Sturridge has it. Little flick to Insigne. He's booted up in the air. Manquillo did his best to do that, but instead he got the ball instead. It's a long ball towards Dembele, and it's a longer highlight than what I thought. Brigcup finds Pereira. Chips it up for Dembele. Dembele's got the pace on the defender. Can he square it? He can. Lucas Pereira. Pizon even. I can't even say his name. But it's 1-0. Come on. Lucas Pizon. With his cheesy face in the bottom. Dembele got it here, and I thought, oh, it's been forced far too wide. Dinked it over, a little cheeky chip, and Pizon comes off his face. And Migna Legend, I said he was good value for conceding a goal, and there it is. Right, a chance now, maybe for Liverpool. They've not really done much all game so far, but here's Sturridge, and Gwyneth robs him of the ball and kicks it long for Dembele to chase, but Lovren is there, all the way back to Migna. What can he do now? He's casually jogging with his bright green top. Manquillo wins the header. Now the line finds Sturridge. Sturridge now plays it through. Angelino with a good tackle though. And Big Ken finds Pizon. Forward it goes to Clough. He's got overlapping runs. And he finds one of them, which is Angelino. Angelino down this left-hand side. Loads of space to pick across. He whips in towards the back post. It's cleared away. It's a bit of head tennis. Manquillo plays it in and Dembele scores to make it 2-0. To the mighty whites. My hair's all over the place. It needs cutting, I know. Leave me alone. But yeah, Dembele makes it 2. Look at this. It felt like head tennis. It wasn't really. But Manquillo, that composure there to find Dembele. Smashed it into bottom right corner. While Mignolet just slides on his knees like he's celebrating a goal for some reason. And changes are inbound. Right, so with us being 2-0 up, it is a little bit of a risk, but Harry Arter's good at tackling, so he's moved over to the ball-winning midfielder position, and Brickut's come off, mainly because of that injury. I just don't want to make it any worse. And Father Gabriel's going to come on, so I don't know if that's correct. And Stuart Dallas is going to come off for Pereira. Hopefully, I can just carry on as what we have been doing, really, because it's been great so far. Harry Arter is going to be the captain, by the way. Right, it's a corner. Payazon whips it in. He was going to be one of them to take off, by the way, was Payazon, because I was thinking more about the fact he was on 6.3, because he scored. He's now on a 7.2, but now Insigne's got a bit of space now. He's up against Manquillo. It's a great challenge. I thought maybe it could have been given as a penalty, but it was a fantastic challenge, and now Leeds attack at the other end. Dembele trying to cut in field, knocks it back to Father Gabriel. Decent little ball to find Clough. Tries to feed it through, but it's blocked by Lemos, who chips it forward. Ogwene easily gets there first, and Bentley kicks it long from the pass back. Clough nods it down, but for some reason Payazon decided to leave it. And that's a great ball. Insigne, this is going to be... Oh, that's a great save. Just caught it like that. Nice one, Bentley. I actually thought that was going to be 2-1. The final change is going to see Larson come on for Zach Clough. Zach Clough's been pretty poor in this game. 6.8, it's not too bad. But yeah, I'm just going to try and freshen it up. Fresh legs up top. Right. The time allocated time is up, and we've beaten Liverpool. Get in. We're 1 point off the top now. What the hell is this all about? I just don't get it. Well done, lads. Fantastic result. As I say, it leaves us 1 point off top of the league. 3 point gap. Call it 4 points at this moment in time because of the goal difference. And we started really, really well. Second clean sheet of the season, I believe. I think we kept one against... Oh no, we won 5-0 as well against Southampton. So ignore me. Leicester bottom of the league now. Look at that, the former champions. Yeah, let's go ahead and get into the Stoke game. Stoke are currently 8th, so it's not going to be an easy game. They've only lost one game all season. Right, guys, we are back, and we're just about to start the game against Stoke City. But before we do that, we've got the team selection today, which is going to be as follows. Bentley in goal, Manquillo at right back, Angelino at left back, with Ogwene and Big Ken again at centre back. With Arter and Brickut again in the middle of the park. With Dallas coming in for Pereira and Payazon moving over to the right. We've got Clough and Dembele up top once more. But looking at Stoke, they've still got Mark Hughes as manager. He's been there forever, it seems now. Doing a very good job, of course. And he looks very, very handy, it has to be said. Ryan Shawcross is the captain. Still a very good defender, age 31. A little bit on the slow side, but, you know, still very strong and animal-like. The vice-captain is Eric Peters, a very handy left-back. Not the quickest again, but well-rounded, I think you'd say. And then the key player is the Welsh Xavi, or Welsh Perlo, whichever way you want to look at it. It's Joe Allen. Still only 28 years old, which is surprising. I thought it was older than that. But, yeah, the little maestro is going to try and cause us problems today, no doubt. Today's Premier League clash is brought to you live from the Britannia Stadium. It's Stoke City FC against Leeds United FC. So, team talks come along. I've just said just carry on how you finished the last match because it was absolutely fantastic last time. Angelino's looking nervous, so I'm just going to tell him that there's no pressure on him. He's relaxed, which is fantastic. And just give some faith to all the rest of the team. Come on, boys. I don't need to say it. Let's keep this form going. So the Britannia's looking full. I shake hands with Mark Hughes with my big blue Arsene Wenger wannabe trench coat for some reason. I think that's one thing that needs to be improved, I think, next year. You need more options for what you can... more customisation, I think, as Stoke get the game underway, going from left to right. Shaqiri, Shaqiri. Oh, baby, when you talk like that. I'll stop. Right. Early highlight, perhaps. Angelino throws it to Arter. It's been decent since coming in as a replacement for Vieira. Clough crosses in though, and Dembele tries to get there. Brickut thought we were going to go for a scissor kick. Oh, we've just hit the bar. It's cleared away. Right, free kick and Shaqiri's over it. He smashes it. It's in to the top right corner. 1-0. I mean, what can you do when goals like that happen? First goal of the season for Shaqiri. Yeah, smashes it here. Right into the corner. You could argue that Bentley just runs and then stops and then dives instead of just doing it all in one motion. I think he would have probably saved it if he'd have carried on. But never mind. Right, Shaqiri has another free kick, this time in a crossing position. Crosses towards Shawcross, and Payazon has handballed it like a gimp. So this is going to be 2-0. Who's taking it? Probably Shaqiri. It's the left footer. Or is it Bohan? Although I think he's right footed. Like Moreno. Gerard Moreno, whoever he is. God, what a save, Bentley! Chance is gone as well. Nice one. It's cleared away. There might be a chance to get back into this now then. Now we're at half time. And I've just looked at the match stats before. And we are unlucky, to be fair. We had 11 shots to their like 4 or something. So I'm going to say unlucky. And they've relaxed and they are motivated as well, in you know, and gained confidence. So can't ask for anything else there. They're just going to go out and try and show why I'm keeping them on, basically, because I need to take a couple off. Looking at that, you know, you've got Clough, Dallas, and Arter all playing third as well as Manquillo, so they need to make a difference now. Right, so we get the game back underway, left to right, all blue kit. And there hasn't been a single highlight. So Mateus Pereira's coming on for Payazon, who's had a poor game, and then Larsson's coming on for Clough, who's been anonymous again. So hopefully they can make a difference. Right, a highlight, finally. Galloway throws it to Shaqiri. It looks like it's going to be their highlight though. Not the Welsh Pirlo or Xavi, what you want to call him. He's fortunately hit the bar. Just made a final change, which is the young lad, Father Gabriel, coming on for Liam Bridcut. Hard to go across. It's a ball winning midfield. There's 8 minutes to go, so Butland's got a goal kick. Look at the match stats, man. We've been all over him like a rash. Here's Juve. Skips away from Gabriel like he wasn't even there. Allen finds Shaqiri in a crossing position. Can he whip it in? He can. That's 2-0. Game over. Munir with a goal. And that sees us with our first defeat of the season. Can't see us coming back into this one. This is appalling. Shaqiri is there, and it's like Manquillo just like normally gets stuck in, decided that he couldn't be arsed today. Probably says Bentley right for wearing pink gloves, but you know, disappointing because we've been good value for his. We have been good value for his position at the minute, but this has been a very poor performance, and I hope that morale doesn't drop and plummet and make us start playing like a big pile of dog shite. But yeah, that was actually disappointing, very disappointing. I don't care that you're demotivated and going across the end of the day. In fact, you know what? That's harsh. You played well. Very happy with your performance. Didn't seem to make a difference. Why are you angered, Zach Clough? Because he's got a 7.9. You've got a 6.6. Gimp. So anyway, as a result, that leaves us still in second place, but Arsenal now on the same amount of points. Stoke actually move as high as 4th with that win as well. A couple of teams with games in hand, such as Liverpool and everyone else pretty much. Man United, all the big boys that are normally up there. But yeah, let's have a look and see who we're going to be live coming in the next video. So I think it's blatantly obvious where we're going to be going. We're going to be going to the Theatre of Nightmares to play Manchester United. Obviously, it's a Roses derby. It's not to be missed, so hopefully you can join us for that. As always, hopefully you have enjoyed this video. If you have, why not press that like button. If you're new to the channel, please go ahead and press that subscribe button. You know, keep up to date with what's going on our journey, basically. And hopefully you can carry on joining us, you know, on our quest for Premier League glory. But yeah, hopefully you'll join us for the next one against Manchester United. Until next time, I'll see you then. Bye bye.